guys, Ramblin Bob here again with another cool review. So this time we have the ORICO dual bay docking system. What this does is it allows you to put a 2.5-inch hard drive all the way up to a 3.5-inch hard drive. Now hopefully you don't have those anymore. That's these guys. Do you remember these big things? So imagine if you had information on an old hard drive like this. You know, family pictures, family videos, all kinds of stuff, vacations, even old shows. That will fit right inside this bay. Isn't that cool? Now, say you wanted to put that information on another one, an updated version. Much more speed, much faster. Look at that. Now, you can literally clone this one to this one. This has a setting inside it that allows you to clone a drive. That means it takes all the contents from one drive and puts it on another. Here, look at the back. So you have a power button, the power plug, the USB connector, that's U3.0. You have a start button, and that's important because of the clone feature. And then you have PC and you have clone. So say I wanted to put information from this one on this one. So all you do is you set it to the clone button. See that? You set it to the clone side. And then you have two drive bays here. You have source and you have target. Now your source is obviously what you're copying, of course. Just always remember it that way. That's the source, of course. It's what you're copying. So you'd put that right in there like that. And then you'd put your target drive, which is the drive the information is going to go to, in the target drive. And then once it's on, all you have to do is push this little start button. And it'll copy all the contents from this drive over to that drive. Now the neat thing is, you don't need a computer to do this, right? You just plug it into the wall and you hit start. And then these little lights right here, let me take these out of here. These little lights right here will pop on. 25, 50, 75, and 100. Now those who follow the channel know I do not like meters like that. But in this case it's okay, because it's not a power thing. This is a time finish thing. So you could basically plug it in, put it to clone, put what you want, put where you want it to go, hit the start button, and that'll clone while you go do something else. And remember, you don't have to have a PC or a laptop to do that. It does it all by itself. It's like a mini computer in itself. Now, you can't copy just portions of it. It just backs up whatever's on one drive to another drive. So we're not going to use it that way. So we go to PC. Now that's your other option. So basically, you plug it in, you set it to PC setting, which we already did. You hook up your USB drive, and then you take, let's take two of these little guys. So we have a Samsung, let's see, what is this one? 128. This is a Pro. These are nice and fast. The Pros are nice. I recommend the Pros, especially for operating systems. This is an old PNY. This is 120 gigs, and this is 128 gigs. Now watch how you can access both of these. Let's put the PNY here, and let's put the Samsung here. Now say you wanted to use these on your computer as backup drives or just to store information on, but you don't have any bays left in your laptop or your computer, and you don't want to pull out another laptop or you know, get daisy chain computers together or USB, and yeah, so you just use it this way. It's easier. So here, you turn it on. You see these little lights, they turn blue. Then they'll flash. That means they're accessed. Now if you come up here, let me move this forward here. I don't have a good way to record the screen yet. I'm still working on that. So on the screen now you have local disk E and local disk F. 120 gigs and 111. Now what that is this is really 128. That's a whole nother video in itself of why Microsoft does that. It's a filing system thing. So it uses up some space to make space. It's kind of weird, but it needs to be done. So you have 128 gig, that's the Samsung one, and then you have the 120 gig, that's the PNY one. Now notice they're both fully accessible, and they're both empty. So that's the cool thing. Now as far as maxing out this drive, let's try something else. Let's take two big guys. Look at these guys. These are 8 terabytes apiece. We store all kinds of stuff on here, from the events that we did to the shows that we did, and that way when a company needs their event, we pull it up and we make DVDs out of it for them. That's a cool way to back up a ton of drive. That's 16 terabytes of information. That's crazy. So let's put one in here, and let's put one in here. Now imagine having access to 16 terabytes full of a database. Say we need a show from 1999, way back in the days, and it's a old little tiny file at a 640 by 480 resolution, and way back in the days, but to that company that's important. So you turn that little thing on there. Now with bigger drives like this is to show you the max capacity of this thing. You have to wait until, I'd say about 10 maybe 10 seconds or so. Because of the amount of information is so large, it takes a little bit of time for this to recognize it. And then once it's recognized, then it's perfect. So let's let that recognize. And then once they, see there, that one popped, and now they're both recognizing. So now you go back up to the screen up here, and you'll see them pop up there. Let's give it a second. Those are very large drives. But that little bay, there they go. So that little bay can hold 16 terabytes. There's drive 2. So we'll go to properties. Look at that. 8 terabytes, guys, which is actually 7.27 terabytes. Don't get me started on that. Thanks, Microsoft. But 8 terabyte drive. And then you have this one over here. Now these are all shows that we did over the years for live events, concerts, all kinds of bands and everything. See, that one's full. 8 terabytes full of information. That way, whenever they need their information, I can pop it up. I have one drive just for me now. I started when I do all my reviews. So every time I do a review, I save it. Maybe I want to go back and watch it again. It's very entertaining to me. Because I found this new hobby of being able to review stuff. It's really, really fun. So now you know that that little drive right there, that little docking bay, can hold up to 16 terabytes. Boy, I can't wait till they make them even bigger than that. After a while, you get kind of power hungry. But if you had something like that still laying around your house, and obviously you can't put that in a laptop, right? It just won't fit. Pop it in there, put the new one in there, put it to clone, hit start, and boom, all that information's on there. Then you could take this and put this in your laptop. That's a pretty neat little device. ORICO, 2 thumbs up. And you know what? They make them all the way up to 4 bays. You could, no, I think 5. Yeah, I think they have 5 now. Imagine 5 bays with 8 terabytes each. Holy cow, is technology going quick. Do you guys remember the 5 1/4? It's a big floppy thing. It looks like a record, like a mini record. And it used to hold 512 kilobytes worth of information. Like Commodore 64, I think VIC-20 had them. The Tandies, I think, and they might have even went to the 3.5s. Now the 3.5s used to store 1.4 megabytes. Just to give you an idea of size, 1.4 megabytes is approximately 1/3 to 1/4 of an average MP3 for a song. Can you believe that? How fast time goes? Imagine the things you can store on an 8 terabyte drive. And I heard that they have 16 terabytes coming out soon. Boy, I can't wait to see those. Then I can upgrade again. Boy, I like to live on the edge of technology. It's fun. That way you can have all the new stuff. But you know what the only drawback is? Boy, it gets expensive. So if you have a hobby, computers might not be the best one for you unless you got 2 jobs. So, all right, guys. Well, this is the ORICO standalone docking bay, dual bays. Really neat, very handy, extremely easy to use. You have PC and you have clone. That's it. And the start button to copy one to the other. This is a cool thing. I'm going to link it down in the description if you want to check it out. ORICO makes a ton of stuff. I bought ORICO stuff over the years, like, oh my gosh, even as small as this. This is a little bay that where you can take that drive. That's how we keep them. You take that little tiny drive like that, and you pop it in there. Look at that. Done. Now you can access it by micro USB. Easy, right? That's a neat little device. But this review is on this guy today. The ORICO dual docking bay. They make them all the way up to 5 bays. Imagine if you had a backup a server or something. You could put, let's see, 8 times 5, 40 gigabyte, or I'm sorry, 40 terabytes of space in 5 bays. Holy cow, have times changed. All right, guys, Ramblin Bob. This is my review of the ORICO. I really like it. Check it out if you need it. I'll see you again. Ramble on.